Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be working back on the Fairlane car here. We're going to be continuing cleaning out the inside of the car here, and we're going to be continuing on to what's next with the project, keeping this thing rolling. So with that being said, we're fixing to get into it. Alright, so like I said, the first thing we're going to be doing on the car here is inside here. We still have a lot of cleaning left to do there, and then I'm going to try to pop that back seat there out, and we're gonna figure out what all's back there. Also got the trunk up on the car here. We've got some more stuff to get out of here. I'm gonna take all that out, and then I'm going to vacuum out the trunk, so that way we'll have nice clean surface, really be able to see what we're dealing with back there. And then next up, we're gonna be moving to what's under the hood and getting that out, but that's gonna be later in the video. So for right now, we're fixing I'm gonna get the dustpan and the broom and continue sweeping out what's on the inside. Alright, so the broom and dustpan did not work very good because there's too much in here right now. So I went ahead and put my gloves on, and I'm just going to start scooping this junk out by hand. That way I'm not fighting the dustpan, and then whenever I get it down to just the last little bit or whatever, I'm just going to get the shop vac and suck the rest out and make my life a lot easier. Alright, also while I'm at it back here, because part of this mat back here is up underneath this back seat here, I'm just going to go ahead and pop this back seat out. I think it just pulls out. Get there. Should pick up. Get there. It should come off somehow. Here it goes. Well. Okay, actually, it looks like I may have to take these armrests here off really quick. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go run and get the tools for that there. And then I'll be back and I'm going to go ahead and take those off and then get this seat out. Okay, so as you can see there, that's going to make all that there 10 times easier to get to for me to be able to clean out. So we're going to go ahead and get all the rest of that mat there out, get it all sucked out with the shop vac, and then I'll come back. There.
Thank you. I don't want spiders.
All right, so we got the inside of the car here all cleaned and vacuumed out. As you can see here, looking a lot better than it did when we started. Also went ahead and off camera, I cleaned and vacuumed out the trunk. There wasn't much to show for back here, but so I didn't film none of it. But as you can see here, the trunk is all nice and clean now. So that's got everything on the interior of the car done for this video here. Not by far for the series, but for this video. So now we're going to be moving up here under the hood here. Pop the hood here and show you guys what we're working with. So under here, we're fixing to prep the motor to get pulled. We're not going to pull it in this video here because it's cold outside, and to pull the motor out in this garage, we'll have to back the car out. So we're not going to do that in this video today, but we're going to go ahead and get it all ready to be pulled. So the motor in the car here does not have any transmission hooked up. The exhaust is not hooked up, so those are two huge hurdles that we've already got out of the way. So what I'm going to be going through is like coming through here and unattaching like the air lines, power steering lines, like vacuum lines, electrical stuff, radiator hoses, all that good stuff like that. And I'm also going to be trying to clean up the inner fender wells, so that way whenever it does come time, we can just hook a crane to it, pick it up, take it out easy. So that's what we're going to get to next. So probably going to work on making sure there's no antifreeze in the motor just yet before I take these radiator hoses off. And then I'm going to be taking the fan off as well. And just, like I said, just cleaning up some stuff in here, making it easier to pull a motor. So that's what we're fixing to do. All right, so the first thing we're going to be doing, trying to take the motor out, is we're going to be taking this air conditioning compressor off. So first thing we got to do in getting the air conditioning compressor off is take this gigantic line off with this gigantic wrench. So I have already pre-broke it loose, so that way it comes off with ease. So that way I can show you guys how easy it is to take off. So I'm just going to take this end of the line off with ease. And we're going to go over here to this side of the line. Follow me, Abby. We're going to take this side of the line off with the same gigantic wrench. And try not to break it. And it feels like it's going to break. So we're going to have to get another gigantic wrench and hold this back nut here. Alright, so before we continue and probably break something, we're going to spray our big nut down with PB Blaster. So that way hopefully it doesn't break anything. We're just going to spray it down. Good healthy coat of PB Blaster. So that way it'll loosen it up. We're going to get both of our gigantic wrenches down in here. I'm going to try to break it loose. So, with ease, she breaks loose. There we go. So that's got both ends of our air conditioning lines, or of this one here, broke loose. There we come off on that side. Come to the other side. There we go. Got that side. Looks like we got a tab here we're going to have to take off real quick. I'm going to get a wrench for that. Ooh, too big. Man. Take this bolt here out, the clamp, spread the clamp, take it off, take this here, my super sharp knife out, cut these ancient zip ties off, just like that there, keep from cutting myself, and there we go, we got the air conditioning line off. Alright, after a brief break, we're back. And Abby, over here, has wore a very fitting shirt for the event. What does your shirt say, Abby?
Safety is my superpower.
Yeah, safety is our superpower. Alright, so the next thing that we're doing is this next other air conditioning line here. Already got it broke loose. So I'm just going to unscrew it here, take it off there. And then the other end of it, I'm just going to take it off up here, off of the condenser here. I'm just going to break it loose off of here. So that way it can be out of the way. That way it's not a problem whenever we're trying to pull the motor. I got to get another wrench here, fit this one. Yep. You laughing at my finger? No. Yeah, you are. Yeah, we had an accident a while ago. Okay, we're okay now though.
I was okay to begin with though. It was just you.
Yeah, it's me. Well, they put this in a good spot. So, all right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and finish getting this off here, and then we'll come back to you guys. All right, so we're gonna take this next air conditioning line loose here. That way, it's out of the way. It's not really hooked to anything on the motor, but we're just gonna go ahead and take it loose anyways, so that way it's kind of out of the way. So I'm gonna take this end here loose and just kind of run it over here. So that way it is out of the way. So now, after that, probably work on taking these radiator hoses off. Or actually, before I do the radiator hoses there, I may go ahead and unhook everything electrical down there, just in case there's antifreeze in this. I'm not working in the nasty wet antifreeze. So I'm gonna go ahead and unhook everything from the alternator going to the solenoid here. So that way, that'll be all unhooked and we'll be moving on to something else. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to be attempting to get off is this air conditioning compressor. Don't really have to come off to get the motor out, but he told me to take it off, so that's what we're doing. So I'm just going to try taking these two bolts here off. I know how the compressor comes off, but I don't really know how to properly get the belt off because I don't see any pulley that will come off. I tried taking this this idler off, but it won't break loose. So I'm just going to try to take the compressor loose and then slide it over and then take the belt off that way. Hopefully it works. If not, it'll just stay on the motor. But like I said, I'm going to take these two bolts here loose first, if I can get them broke loose without hurting myself again. There we go. So I'm going to take these out here, and then hopefully the compressor will slide back enough to be able to get the belt off. Alright, so I can't get the compressor off. I tried. It's got bolts that are underneath of it, so I'm not going to be able to take that off. So we're just going to leave it on for right now, worry about something that's a little more important. So I can't really get to the nuts that are on the back of the alternator for reasons. So I'm just going to take the whole entire alternator off and get it up here. That way I can take it off up here. So I've just got two bolts. The little tensioner bolt down there is a 9/16 on this car. And then the big main top bolt here is a 5/8. So I'm just going to take these loose here. And then which the alternators will swivel like that there. We'll take the belt off then. And then we'll take the top one out. I'll pull the alternator up, set it over here on the battery tray, and then take the wires off the back of it that way. Alright, so down here we got all of our alternator wires off here. So next thing is just kind of going over, getting some miscellaneous stuff off, like vacuum hose there. I might have to take the heater hoses off, all that. Probably gonna wait on my radiator hoses for tonight in this video here. We'll get that next time whenever we're finishing off trying to pull this out. But like I said, right now I'm just gonna kind of clean up some stuff I can do fast and easy since I'm fixing to have to head on down the road. But so that's what we're gonna be working on right now. So we'll come back here in a minute. All right, so went ahead, unhooked the gas pedal, took both heater hoses off there. So there shouldn't be a ton of stuff left to unhook once we get ready to pull the motor out. What there is will be in next video. I'll just film me taking off what's left. So that's probably going to wrap up today's video, guys. I want to thank you guys for watching and sticking with me. If you're enjoying the Fairlane, please hit that like and subscribe button. It'd mean a lot. And if you're not maybe into the Fairlane, just stay around the channel because who knows what might come next. And if you're into the trucks, just wait. There'll be more truck videos coming, I promise, guys. If you're into the motorcycles, there'll be more motorcycles videos coming. So just stay tuned, guys. I want to thank you guys for watching again. We'll see you in the next one.
Goodbye, channel. Thanks for watching. Peace out, Girl Scout.